Well, hey folks, this is 7 here. Thanks for joining me today in Farm Sim 25. We're back in the Alone in the World map. Indeed. Gonna sell some silage bales today, because I'd like to start buying a little bit of equipment. So, that's what we're gonna do. We've got 100 something of them apparently ready. They have fermented. So let's see about grabbing them up. I suppose we should see if there's a sellable silage. It's in the second set, I believe. Yeah. All the way down. Hope everybody's doing well today. It is the 20th day of April. Silage. So, yeah, looks like Little Market is the best place. And they're actually going for a reasonably priced. This one seems a little easier to load than the one we had on the that last map. So I asked for 24 bales. It looks like it might have actually done that for us. In fact, it did. That's another bonus, because the other silo storage, wouldn't do that. It would only spit out like 8 at a time. That other one just fell out of range, I think. Oh well, we'll get it. There we are. Lovely. So I think we'll start with the stone gatherer, since that's sort of the first tool out of the gate every time we do up a field. I mean, plow obviously is the first one, but we have a plow that I'm pretty happy with. You know, you drag it along the ground and it makes furrowy things. Don't see that you could ask for more. There we are, 24 bales. Let's go see if that'll pay for at least a goodly portion of a stone plucker for us. All right. The tractor's feeling this one. A lovely day here on the farm, isn't it? Speaking of lovely days, we've been having some absolutely amazing spring. That drives me nuts that that's got a wiper on the side window. I mean, great if you want to look out the side window, but it's kind of draws your eye, you know, you're looking out the front and all of a sudden, what's that? But anyway, yeah, been rather tasty around here lately. Some nice days, lots of the sunshine, something we could definitely use. As we head into summer, well, don't want to get too carried away. We're, you know, barely a month into spring, actually, as of, well, I guess midnight tonight, it'll be a month into spring. Alright, so let's make sure we don't accidentally oof these somewhere else. There we go, sneak through all of these without losing our bales. Cool. Yeah, ever since I found out that one bale warehouse would steal crates of fruits and vegetables from us, I've been a little bit leery about driving over triggers. Is this just that wobbly a road, or have I got like a bulge in one of my tires, or what here? Getting the woof 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 thing going on. Alright. Oh, big dollars. Big dollars. Come on. Okay, here we go. So, alright, good. It doesn't just steal them right off the top. So let's get ready to offload them. And let's see how we do. There's 20k, another 4. That's not bad. So about 24k. Not bad. Not bad at all. That will not buy a stone thing. They're about 60. But we can do another load. And that'll certainly help. I mean, we obviously have enough to buy one now. We've got 113k. And I believe they are, yeah, 64k for the good one. So, customize. Don't know why we would. Buy it. Yes. Okay. There's our first owned implement since we've run the farm. We came with some stuff. Like I say, we've got a plow and a few other things. But here we are. Our field equipment is expandicating. Nice. Alright, we're going to cut across the field. Now, once we get back, we'll pull another 24 bale out, but I also want to grab the other tractor, get it down the hill, and get that stone picker home so we can start on the 2 fields that require it. Because I'm thinking one of the 2 blank fields might be worth us doing canola in. We've got a wheat and a barley so far. And as canola is the only other thing you can plant in September, well, I mean, unless you're into grass or oilseed radish, which is, you know, I like radishes. I don't think I'd be fond of the oil that comes out of the seeds, so there you go. But then again, I'm not farming the stuff for my own consumption, am I? Alright, good enough. Let's get it to spit out some more bales. Round bale silage, 25. Well, I'll go 24. Boom. So we had 90 left, so we can still do that another time or two. Why is this still running? I shut it off. There we go. Thank you. Alright. You... Isn't that cute? You have a little trailer. Yeah. You can disconnecticate that puppy. And how's everything doing? No rice saplings yet? No. It's the same day, of course. But, and we're going to hit that. I knew we were going to smack that thing long before we got there. Indeed. Still got a few packs of veggies and such to play around with there. Alright. Off to the shop. So we'll get this guy picking up picking up rocks. Rope? I don't know. No idea. Yeah, we'll get this one picking up rocks. Oh, we might want to dump a little of the diesel in there. Because she's, well, half a tank. Oh, goodness, big yawn. Considering I've been up for over 4 hours and shouldn't still be yawning. And yeah, I know it's only 8:20 in the morning, but yes, I have been up for over 4 hours, as usual. Usually just after 4, I drag myself out of my nice, comfy, warm pit and into the realities of the world. And then I run an 18-hour day and go back to bed. So, yeah, it's kind of the way I'm built. Alright, there's the farm, so take the shortcut. There's the animal farm. I thought about bringing on animals, but, like, seeing as we had a bit of extra money. But I don't think I want to do that. I think we're going to wait till spring. That way we don't have to try and feed them and such with things that we just don't have. And we can advance the days, basically, with, you know, no issues of it, so that we can get through the original first winter, which is never a good time because you don't get enough you don't get a summer and a fall and all that delightful stuff to really get things rocking. So it tends to start out a little sad. Alright, so let's go and grab this picker of stone. And next up we'll get a cedar. I'm hoping one will come on sale before I have to buy one. And I really like the one we've been using on the last couple maps. And same one that we leased to do the 2 fields on this map. But again, they're just, you know, they're not cheap by any stretch. So here we go. A familiar piece of good. Awesome. And we're out of here. Kind of shiny. I must have washed this thing recently. That's annoying. Not exactly a Ferrari-like steering, but, you know. Nice little tractor nonetheless. I still really like the Kubotas. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I was just gonna jump out of inside camera. No, I think they're just a really classy looking tractor. Good lines. They look like they'll work hard, and apparently they do, which is, of course, a nice bonus. Alright, you are just about to your workplace, so will you de-stone the place for me? Yo, that's good enough. Alright. That's not the right button, dude. Yep, all headlands, all happy, joy, joy. Okay. Alright, looks like he's going to carry on carrying on. And here we are. Sort of same routine as last time. We'll sneak in from this end and Scooby them all up. Now, I don't want to sell all our silage bales, of course. Not that it will take us much to make more. There's, yeah, a little bit of mowable grass on this, this map. Which is good, because I don't really, didn't really want to use forestry as the only way to make any money until, you know, we start to get crops and produce going on. So silage is a nice, not the money maker it used to be, of course. Back in the days of 15 and 17, you could set yourself up a pretty healthy farm just by firing a little bit of silage into the bins at the VGA. Or, you know, filling them with chaff and having them turned to silage and then putting them in the bins. Oh, you got the last one as well. Look at you go. Alright, let's tuck you into running down the road mode and go run down the road. Here we go. No, I don't know if this will give us enough to buy our cedar. But it ain't gonna hurt. Oh, 34K. Huh. Alright. Interesting. So, if we get away from there, we can go into here. So, 84 is what we have. What we were running was this guy, but it's 116K. It's got a 6-meter spread, and it does ferts and seeds, which is what I want. I want something that does both. You're 4 meters. I mean, that's not bad, right? Again, it does both, so that makes me happy. You do not. That gets us back into this guy. So 4 meters. That's considerably smaller. And you got this thing, but you need to have the trailing piece with it. Which, yeah, are not cheap. I believe this is the actual seeding unit. Yeah, it is. This just does diggy. Yeah, so by the time you do the 45K there and the 55K here, might as well just buy this, you know? But it looks like, yeah, we could get into, well, you're 4.6 meters. So you're actually bigger than this one? 4 meters. 4.6 meters. And it does both. Wow. Well, that's a much better deal. It's only a meter shy of this guy. For less than half the price. Let's have a look. Doesn't do any more crops than the other one. 4.6 meters. Well, I think fertilizer, yeah, of course I want for another 5K. Still at 5,400 or 54,000, that's a dang good deal. We're gonna buy that. Okay. So now all we gotta do is hope that we get a roller come on special, because we will of course be needing that. So there we are. We have our seeder. Oh, you get the turning radius of a small planet. Alright. How's our rock guy doing? Oh, good. 20% of his filled with stones. Filled with stone. Alright. So let's go back and grab another load. So I was going to leave both of the fields that we've just recently cut, just leave them fallow till next spring, but it's not like cutting more fields would hurt my feelings, and, you know, being that we'd have to mow it first, that means we get more bales to sell. There's our rock picking friend. Yeah, of course we're going to get there exactly the time he's going to want to do his turning around thing. And if we're within 100 feet of him, he's going, oh no, you're blocking me, man. Yeah. Sorry, I can't work. I'm going to have to go to lunch. Yeah, there's something in my way. So there we go. Now he can't accuse us of interrupting his day. So whoop. going to say we'll just cruise to a stop, but that didn't seem to be happening for the most part. Alright. So what do we got left now? No, I don't want grass. Why did you switch to grass? Oh. Oh, here we go. I was going to say, we shouldn't be anywhere near out of them by now. No, no, no. We are not. There we are. We'll still have 50 left. See how we can do one more load after this. Oh, making a mess. Oh, what we got coming over? Oh, flock of crows. So I've also taken all of the auto load stuff out of this map as well. We'll just have to suffer along. But again, being a true homestead map, it's not like you can just go do a couple $100K worth of contracts and go, there we are, pays for everything on the farm. Yeah. No, we gotta work things ourselves. Which is fine. I kind of like it. I like that. Look at all that real estate we freed up closing that menu. Screen real estate, of course. Alright, let's finish it off. Stoneworker, still working them stones, attaboy. Let's put your little snap away. So next up, a roller. Yeah, I intend to cut a lot more grass, make a lot more silage bales. Because we've got, you know, we're going to need rice harvesting equipment and planting equipment. All of that good stuff. Come spring, I'd like to have a nicely stocked farm. Now, again, we are going to rely somewhat on woodworking. You know, there's a reason I planted a bunch of extra trees when I started the map. And that was so I could cut them all down and sell them in bitty parts. Indeed. Okay. Ooh, they're done. Alrighty. Boom. 30K, 4K. Ooh. I think we made even more this time. The heck, man. This is just starting to get interesting. Indeed. Squish that bush. Alright, so what is a roller gonna run us? Harrows, cultivators, happy, joy, joy. Where have the rollers gone? Okay. So I always figure it should be up here. But it's not. It's under yield improvement. Indeed. Like, all of this stuff doesn't improve the yield? I don't know. Anyway, rollers. Starting at a paltry $3,100. So these aren't going to be the, well, depending what we get. You are 5.2 meters, 3 meters, 9.5. That's not bad. That's not bad at all for 12K. Yeah, you're only 6.2. 7 point, really 9 meters. Well, 9.5 actually. So, you know, you're right up here with these expensive boys. Yeah, we're gonna help ourselves to this puppy. Fenders? No, I don't care. I'm not gonna spend extra money for fenders. Bye. Yes. All right. That was considerably less than I thought it was gonna be. So that's cool. I guess up next we're going to have to be looking at this sort of thing, eh? $20K? Oh. Does fertilizer, lime, and stinky. Ooh. What's the difference? Oh, okay. That's the unrealistic. That between 10,000 and 100,000 liters. Oh. Okay, standard capacity, standard, which is 10,000, which is fine. I mean, that's great. What's the difference? Oh. We'll go with EU. Now, do we get spreaders? Oh, not really, eh? Oh, 2x? Oh, I see. Okay, well, that's a little better. Wheel setup, I don't care. No, it looks like the spreader system is not expandable like it is on those others. Which, I mean, that's fine for that price. Man, hard to complain. You know, these are 45K for 9,000 as opposed to 20K. Yeah, I don't care if it spreads slurry, to be honest with you. All right, let's buy this. Actually, before we do that, I should make sure I don't actually have anything like that, because you never know, I might have forgotten. So, but no, good deal on both of those for sure. The roller at 12K, that's outstanding for that size. And sure, if we can pick up a FERT spreader for 20, that'll help as well. Because yeah, we've got at least one more load of bales we can run down there. So, we're doing pretty good. Pretty good. And we'll get our buddy working on the other field. But I see by the clock we're pretty much a decent episode's worth in. So, hope everybody's enjoying their Easter weekend. Sorry, no, Easter winter. Well, that kind of a thing. Yeah, always one of my favorite absolute pagan holidays, you know, and the only one that the embracers of doctrine and religion haven't been able to change to their own causes 100%. You know, like all the big stories, Easter, Christmas, all of that stuff, they're shared across many cultures, and a lot of them have nothing to do with, you know, what as a Western culture we associate them with at all. In fact, almost none of them do. You know, they tend to date back more into like Sumerian times as opposed to the beginning of Christianity or Catholicism or anything else. But yeah, the fact that you still have to look at moon charts to figure out when Easter's going to be lets you know that, well, you know, yeah, it's probably been around a long, long time. And as this is the first new moon after the spring, what is it, vernal equinox? Yeah. Makes it Easter. I can remember when I was growing up, I was in Sea Cadets, and we had a thing called the Easter cruise, and there was a few years in there where it would happen to fall at the end of March instead of the first or second week of April, which meant that more often than not I spent my birthday at sea. Which worked out well for my parents, because I'd come home and they would just pretend it never happened. Which I always thought was a little bit of a nasty move on their part, but you know, what can you do? You can pick your neighbors, you can't pick your family. Alright. Oh, you're the rice thing. Yes, you are not the other one I want to do. Ugh. Oh, it's hard to drive in a rice field, man. So anyway, yeah, we're going to call it here. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, again, please remember to hit that like button. Maybe if you haven't subscribed yet, you would consider doing so if you think the content is worth it. But whatever you decide, until next time, take good care of each other, folks. And ciao for now.